Hey there YouTube, Honestly here with another guide on how to make gold efficiently as a solo here on the high seas. This technique takes advantage of reduced travel times between objectives by diving and the scaled down health of Ashen Lords as a solo. I included a running timer for this video so you can see exactly how long all this took me, and I think you'll be surprised at how quick it is. Let's get started. So there's our timer in the bottom left. This is where you're waking up in the tavern, and it feels more like 10 minutes than 10 seconds to me, but okay. We're going to go order a Soul's Emissary here since this will get us max value for this technique. Alright, let's get going. Always turn off your lights. I can't tell you how many boats I've spotted in the distance because they kept them on. Let's get the ship moving, and we're going to start with an Order of Souls Treasury raid voyage. Alright. These raids are easy to do solo, and it'll get us all the way to level 4 emissary flag for just this one voyage, allowing us to supercharge our gains. I like to empty out my pockets before I dive down. You can usually find pineapples, chain shots, plunder bombs, and even cursed cannonballs in the barrels down in the treasury. Swim towards the glowing coral to find the entrance. Once you're at the bottom, look for a piece of glowing purple coral and hit it to open the doorway inside. There are some barrels here for you to loot, and an ammo box and some tridents. Make sure to grab a trident before you go in the next door, as they'll make the raids super easy and fast. Now you're going to want to use single charge trident shots to clear the enemies. Most take 2 hits, with skeletons only taking 1 and crabs taking 3. After 5 stages of the arena flooding and draining, you'll face off against a Treasury Vault Master, which is really just like a regular enemy with more health. Once you defeat him, the vault door will open, revealing 11 skulls. Use the treasure chest here to help load them into the mermaid statue. Once you get everything loaded up, head back to your ship and collect your loot. By the time you get it all on board, you're going to be a level 4 emissary and ready to go sell before our next dive. The treasuries aren't super close to an outpost, but it doesn't take very long to get there either. Just like that, we're level 4. Alright, let's get this loot all harpooned and sold, and we're off to the next event. Okay, we're going to be diving to the Order of Souls Ashen Lord raid voyage next. Make sure you favorite it by pressing 2 when you have it selected to make it easier to find for next time. So when we emerge, we're going to be right in front of the island the Ashen Lord is, allowing you to start the event as soon as it begins, giving you an advantage over anybody else on the server since it does create a world event cloud. The key to defeating the Ashen Lord quickly is throwing knives. Credit to Fuzzy Bond here for showing us how effective throwing knives can be, with 60 damage for a throw and 80 damage for a charge stab. With no reload time and short charges, this is easily the most efficient way to deal massive amounts of damage in short order. When you're using the charge stab repeatedly, you can let go of the charge the second you get the dagger back in the normal position, allowing you to use it very quickly. You can alternate between these and throws, as they'll always be near an ammo crate for you to stand on. I didn't cut out very much of this fight, so you can see how easy it is to kill this thing solo. They'll always do this volcano rain thing on the 3rd stage, so that means that they're almost dead. And just like that, we're done with the event. This will only drop 5 pieces of loot, but they're high quality items. We have our Ashen Wind Skull, which is great for commendations, our Eye of Souls, a Corrupted Bounty Skull, and 2 Dark Bounty Skulls. This is crucial to being a solo, as rallying loot can be one of the most time-consuming things that you need to do, so we want less items that sell for more. Get everything in range to harpoon on your boat, and let's get it all on board. Now we're going to get to the closest outpost as soon as we can. Selling is quick since we don't have very much. Okay, now that that's done, let's drop the sails and get moving as soon as possible. We'll go pick the raid voyage again. Let's check our logbook, see how much gold we've earned so far. Remember, we're still only level 4 emissary until the next voyage, and we're not getting max value for our loot quite yet. Okay, we're already here at the next island. Let's get this ship in and get this started. Cannon Cove's always going to have a couple kegs laying around. Make sure to put them to good use and get them away from your ship just in case. Really, the easiest method for this is literally stand on top of the ammo crate and chuck your knives at the Ashen Lord as quickly as possible. It helps to kill the skelly sea spawns quickly too, as they can be a pain if you let them accumulate. Okay, looks like that whole fight only took me about 2.5 minutes. It's crazy how fast it is with our throwing knives here. So let's get our loot on board and go sell it so we can get to the next one. That managed to get us all the way to level 5 too, so now we're going to get the most out of everything that we're selling here. With a level 5 emissary flag, you'll get about 50,000 gold per voyage. Okay, let's pick our next voyage and we'll dive. Let's check our logbook. Looks like we came in just under 50,000 that time at around 48,000. Okay, looks Kraken's Fall we got here. Let's park the boat and get started right away. Kraken's Fall is actually one of the worst locations for this because he's so far away from the water. It takes a while to rally the loot, as you can see from the timestamp here when I'm done. You can see the loot spawns in these geysers, so if you can keep an eye out where the geysers are, it'll give you a good indication where your loot items are. Now, this is about the same distance between Ashen Spire and Galleon's Grave, so I would recommend going whichever direction is closest. Even with having to rally the loot pretty far and sailing about 5 squares away to Galleon's Grave, this still only took us 15 minutes from dive to dive, so it's very quick. Let's get everything sold here. We'll get our sails down, our voyage dropped, and we're off. Let's check our logbook, see how we're doing on gold. Okay, 177,000 already, not too bad. Looks like we made about 55,000 that time. We are at the next island. Let's get the ship parked and off we go. You know the drill by now. You just use those throwing knives and you'll be done with this before you know it. Let's get all our loot collected and we'll head over to Port Merrick to sell. trick to get up to the harpoon spot quickly. Alright, looks like it only took us about 10 minutes from dive to sell there, so that was really quick. Quick gold count and see where we're at. 49,000 that time. That's pretty consistent. Right around 50,000 every time. Oh, poor Ruth here's having a bad day, let me tell you. It really does help to be able to kill them close to the water, as it makes harpooning the loot a lot easier. Try not to kill the boss near any cliffs as well, since there's a chance the loot may spawn on top and be difficult to find. Alright, quick stop by the Sovereign to unload our loot here, and we're off again. One of my favorite parts about this method is that you're constantly changing servers, so it's very difficult for other players to react to you. Okay, let's get going again here. Do a quick gold count as we get the ship parked. Up to 275,000 gold already, not too shabby. It looks like we're at Marauder's Ark here, which is another one that's not really close to an outpost, but oh well. Poor Horatio can never believe he got beat. You'd think he'd learn eventually. Alright, let's grab the last of our loot here and get going. Oh boy. Looks like there's another ship at Galleon's Grave already. I never mind a fight, but for the sake of time, we're just going to go to Daggertooth instead. This is a speed run after all, and stopping the fight will only slow us down. Just gonna unload the last of our loot here. And we will lower our flag. Let's see what the final gold count is. 328,766 gold in just 95 minutes. That comes out to over 200,000 gold per hour. This is easily one of the most efficient ways to make gold as a solo, and it gives great Order of Souls levels as well. Alright, well there you have it. Another fast and easy solo guide. I'll be making more of these solo-oriented guides, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out. Please help with a like and a comment below letting me know what you think too. It really goes a long way. Thanks, YouTube. Stay honest.